Hi guys, welcome back to the Friends of Football podcast episode 6. This week's episode promises to be a very exciting, controversial episode. But first of all, we have a new analyst with us over here, a guest analyst. He's been a football analyst for the longest time. He knows something about everything in this world. He goes by the name Steve Njunguna. Mandem.
Yours truly,
man. Najua unawakunywa mbaya.
Lakini amevajeje Uganda man.
No, East African community
lazima.
Kama Benya sina.
Hizi ni kitu hizi ni kali sana.
Piga na
unajua kwa ile AFCON pia Uganda ndio ilitu represent Afrika.
Huko ni homa.
But Ray uone kufana na mimi dada. Uone kwa right
kidogo.
Si kama mbaya sidhani nitarudi.
All right guys. Well, Steve is here with us and he'll give us his insights. He has a deep knowledge when it comes to football, and he'll be very valuable to us this episode. And also, one of us is turning a year older. He goes by the name Imran. Today is his birthday. Unaweza tuweka hapo namba yake ukidai kumpigia.
Wewe mimi ndio agent Unapenda kwanza mnabuka appearance.
Imran Otieno. I'm turning 25 today. I'm so happy and thanks guys for the wishes. Yeah, and hopefully it will open more doors. 25 ni quarter century, so tuna hope to life itakuwa smooth. Of late ijakuwa fiti, Rona nini, but hopefully better things will come.
Yeah man, guys, let's just wish Imran
happy birthday Imran, mazee msipigwe kesho.
Namaste.
All right man, let's get this show started now. And we're going to start the show with news from FKF Kandanda House. FKF have released is it 500,000 Kenya shillings to several clubs in the Kenyan Premier League. 3 clubs have not gotten the amount that was supposed to be wired into their accounts, and that is Gor Mahia, Nzoia Sugar, and Kakamega Homeboys. We did say that we're going to report, and Sofapaka.
No, I'm saying so far.
Oh, so far. Let's get Sofapaka. So far. So we did say that we're going to report on whether the cash will be wired. Well, we can confirm it has been wired. The first installment is 12 million Kenya shillings, which has been wired into the account of FKF. The next one is 69. It's going to be after 3 months. So that's the news so far regarding the Betking deal with FKF for the 5-year sponsorship for the Kenyan Premier League, which is going to be called Betika Premier League. Well, Betking Premier League.
Inapokuwa Betika, ndio kampani ya Kenya.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not, but it's Betking. My apologies, Betking Premier League. Guys, so far so good. We are happy that it's a legit deal so far.
I think Imran ndo anaweza katutoa. Was inside nini?
We not going
information.
Yeah, but anyway, 3 clubs are not received that money. I don't know which criteria they're using to send the money, but they should get the money and complete the 12 million first installment. Yeah, so I think that's a good move for Kenyan football. 500,000 right now, transfer window ijafunguliwa. I think most of the players hadn't been paid for at least 5 months ukiangalia average salary yenye wako wamepata. So at least 500k, it's not what they'd ask for, but it's something. Na Nzoia pia wali get money from the president, I think 2 million and a bus. So maybe yao iko njiani, imekuwa mahali.
I think it's an interesting deal. There's been a lot of talk about this or that and whether it's valid or not. The thing is, sometimes as Kenyans we are always very reluctant because of our trauma. Tumezoea kuambiwa hii deal iko na pesa fulani alafu hiyo pesa haikuji ama pesa inakuja inaingia into different accounts. So the one thing I would say is that we need to give people a bit of space and analyze and evaluate after a few months. As the people in UK say, United Kisumu, but the United Kingdom, you need to give a man enough rope to hang himself with. So we give them time. kama ni norma now sasa tunaingia tunasema this went wrong, that went wrong. But so far as you guys have said, it's been so far so good. And there've been a few question marks here and there.
Yeah, including the Homeboys chairman. Maybe you know reason hawajapata hiyo pesa.
But yeah, it's interesting, you know, football na egos pia zinakuwaga nyingi. Then pia there was the infamous 6% which we saw in the contract that was supposed to go to one Andrea Silva, a man who is known in the world of football for negotiation of football rights and football contract deals, and current owner of Leeds United. So it's interesting. I can only say it's interesting because you don't know what will come later, but as it is in all these deals, the truth will come to light soon.
But we are happy that the money has been wired.
Definitely.
Also, this week, FKF did announce that they have signed a deal with Betking again, a 5-year deal for what 100 million Kenya shillings, and it's for the sponsorship of Division 1. This is the first ever sponsorship for Division 1. Ray, you're smiling.
Div 1 mazee imekuwa noma, so kusikia news kama hiyo ni poa sana, because hizo clubs za Div 1 au struggle sana. Si tukiplay Div 1 tulikuwa na game tunarudi na tuso na tumetoka Mombasa. Yeah, so at least I'm a player get kitu kiasi. Ball is not just an option, but something that you can make money from. Yeah, so for me go fiti at least mazee. Hiyo away games inaweza kuna kitu.
Yeah. Some chairmen have expressed their happiness that this money is going to go a long way in trying to cater for some of the expenses. You know, in Division 1, you pay for the ambulance, you pay for the police,
Referees,
match officials.
Yeah.
Grounds,
Then
because
the
most
grounds,
of the teams don't have grounds.
and also for transport money when you go for the away games. So those are 19 away games.
Yeah.
And maybe some of the teams, even the home games, they don't play from in a pitch around their area. They have to travel for maybe 10 kilometers, maybe 20, 50, we don't know. So it'll go a long way in trying to cater for the transport. Now I say sijui naona nasema hii pesa ni kidogo. Man, hizi teams wako wanapata pesa. Now they're getting $500,000 bana.
Hao wenye wanasema hiyo pesa ni kidogo, wameweka pesa zao ngapi kwa Div 1?
To be honest, pia ndo ni kiasi.
Ni kiasi lakini
Ningependa kusikia papa angetumiaje doka angekuwa na timu. Hiyo kwa hiyo kingi una dunia.
I would use it to just for operations and logistics. Maybe not even to increase the players' benefits, but just to make it such that at least wase wafike games poa na wadishi fiti so wanaweza perform. Ama kama kuna extras, maybe kama niko na donisha ingiza, then naweza tumia ku get to training equipment, maybe nilipe ground mahali.
Yeah.
Na ni get insurance, very important. NHIF ama
By the way, to be honest, hata nikasema tu to some extent it's kind of true Kenya Rea anasema hiyo pesa ni kiasi. Because I remember I was in the administration of a certain club na ulikuwa unachora hesabu. Unajua Div 1 imedivided into zones. So uko like Eastern Zone. Tuseme uko place kama Makueni ama Machakos ama uko Coast Kilifi. Uko na game Isiolo. Msee hiyo ni 500 kilometers. Una transport players wako, una transport coaching staff, lazima walale pahali, lazima wakule na lazima pia wawe ready for game. So that might cost you upwards of 100 to 200k for that single game. So you can imagine in a season in which in a league which can have 22 teams, you can imagine how much club chairman use. That's why there are so many walkovers. Kwa watu wanasema okay, home game kujeni, lakini sisi hatutaweza kukuja. We can't afford to come there.
I remember tukicheza Division 1 with Daystar. Ma teams za Mombasa zilikuwa come on zinafika chuo at the river Saturday asubuhi. Wase wanalala kwa basi. Wanapikiwa lunch hapo kwa ground, then at 3 they change, we start the game. That's on Saturday. Sunday they have another game. So after our game they travel again to another place, maybe at the river ama kama si at the river. Tulikuwa na kuna team ilikuwa Meru. Mitungu, yes. Yes, so walikuwa na kama sisi wanatoka hapo wanaenda Mitungu. Ama saa zingine it was they come from Mombasa, they go to Isiolo, play on Saturday, then after that go to Meru. Since they're just neighboring counties. Logistics inasaidia sana, and you can imagine you're traveling more than 500 kilometers,
Yeah.
and then when you reach there, you sleep in the same bus.
Si
You have no hostel, you have no, you know.
Actually, si tulikuwa tunatravel kutoka hapa mtaa mpaka coast usiku, so tunatoka once. Tunapelekwa tu hadi ground.
Mnafika 8.
Mnapiga tu.
Tunatafuta mali ya chai hapo kwa ground. Mahali somewhere close to the ground, tunangoja game. Tukipiga game,
Unajua ni risk.
tunamove tena. Yeah, so
Mimi nilicheza NSL 1.5 years. I never went for the farthest away game nilienda ni Kericho because mimi nilikuwa najipenda. I came from a background where we had money. So in my head nilikuwa nasema siwezi enda. Actually nilikuwa napanga season yangu na 15 games. Wakitravel nilikuwa na wasare. And I'm just going to be open about it because nilikuwa nasema siwezi. Maze ukiwa I'm a bit tall. Maze kuna vile nikikaa kwa basi 4 hours.
Miguu zinashikana.
Hata warm up ya inakaa.
logistics inafaa.
Yeah, but I think 3 of us have played in Division 1 and it's a very tough league. Like you kucheza back to back in 2 days, it's very tough.
It's also very physical.
Yeah, and especially in coast, those grounds are not even up to standard.
Hata ukiangalia hata achana na coast, even the western region unajua imeshikana na Rift Valley.
Yeah.
So maybe team iko Baringo inafaa kwenda kucheza Chavakali. Hiyo kwanza ni change in climate. Bungoma Superstars.
Bana.
Na Silibwet.
Mnakuja hapo unapigwa elbow hivi msio unavunjika.
You know itasaidia to some extent. It's not enough, yes, but it's definitely
It's a
more
step
than,
in the right
you know,
direction.
it's a step towards the right direction, and it's more than they have.
Yeah.
You know, it's more than they had. So it's
Actually,
good.
your idea I think if it maybe they can't get a lot of money from one person, but wanaweza tumia hiyo opportunity to get wase wengine waweke do kiasi.
Yeah.
You can have guys sponsor maybe
Because these are communities teams na kunga
Na
zimesaidia.
pia if they can also remove the costs za match officials itasaidia clubs.
Because you do for sure itasaidia kwa match officials, ambulance na police. Match day.
Lakini story match officials, so I think inarudi kwa federation. Federation ndo wanataka match officials walipwe kwa ground.
Yeah.
Yes, ndio nasema federation inafaa itoe ya match officials.
Hiyo ni betting.
So hiyo
wana kulipa rev kwa ground zilisha wengi. I make sense kulipa rev kwa ground.
yes, both actually
No, nasema pesa ikiwayariwa kwa federation, they can now use it for administrative costs.
I think part of the money will be used for administrative costs or kulipa ama match officials, because venye nakuanga ni both teams wana cost share. Okay. So you pay for the ref and the match.
Confederation.
Yeah. So if the sponsor is coming on board, then they'll have to cater for the administrative cost, which is definitely the match day cost of the team.
But
So if the referees are paid, that is well and good.
lakini kwa hiyo budget ya 5, so I think tuliongelea fix or about basi. Imran, sasa ndio time yako ya kusema hizi teams buy basi.
500k.
See, if you have 500 Gs, you can try and unaweza changa ikiwa 1.5. See, unaweza buy basi hata 14 seater.
But me
itasongesha mbele.
Vile more,
Okay.
the way I see Division 1, it's a grassroots football, and grassroots football, if you want to improve football at the top level, you have to start huko chini,
Yeah.
and that's a good start. At least tukinacha hizo talent kutoka huko chini, we got a player from Gor Mahia going to maybe Bungoma Superstars on loan. Ata develop hapo akona first team experience, so when he comes back akona at least some experience.
Lakini hiyo ndio itumike kwa investment.
To close this argument, I think the best thing we can do, FKF pia waanze ku-release maybe quarterly report na annual report, alafu clubs zianze ku-release reports of how they are using these monies. Yeah, that will really assist with getting future sponsorship.
Accountability.
I think one of the best.
Okay. Let's continue the conversation now, and now we go into European football and more specifically the English Premier League.
Koja
And
kwanza
this week,
kabla uende. Vinicius ni Brazilian Javinho.
Hapana, Javinho ni player mdead za. Usilete bana. Javinho anaweza beat 8 players. Vinicius anakimbia straight ndani ya nje.
Waambie kuhusu Lacazette.
Tuendelee hapana, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Lacazette is a French baboon. Lacazette is a French.
Tuendelee, wacha story ya Bearded Gang. Wacha story ya Bearded Gang baadaye.
Hiyo chukua tu nini pole pole.
ndio tukianza kuwagia
Tuendelee.
Ichukue pole pole.
But
Harry Maguire is guess.
Imran lazima
Right.
bro.
Harry Maguire is guess for the FC.
Tuendelee.
acha niseme tu kweli. Maguire hashindi shitu.
Wallahi.
Kweli, Maguire hashindi shitu.
Wallahi.
Acha tuendelee. Now, this week, Liverpool were crowned the champions of England for the very first time in 30 years, and we have to, we have to clap you guys.
Hadi klapo umekaza, kesho unaenda ida wewe.
I mean,
I'll never clap for my rivals.
But you just have to accept, stop being a sore loser. You just have to accept Liverpool have been the best team in England.
And I say that. I've said that severally, but I can't.
Yeah, and you just have to congratulate them. And
I congratulate them by word of mouth.
And also, I mean, the manner in which you guys were crowned, it was. I like the ceremony. It was actually good. The first time a team has been crowned at night in the darkness.
For me,
the fireworks popped
for me,
out.
that's the ceremony. Your team for the last 2 years have been amazing. Watch every Liverpool game. I'm as in school yangu inatulia. Also, wamekuwa consistent.
They've been growing from strength to
Yeah,
strength.
wameenda 96 points. They didn't win the league. Imagine when you feel your day.
And the
Alafu
quality
come
of
back.
football pia wanacheza.
Wakakam back wakapiga consistency. For me, hapo wametubeat. As football players, sisi wote na check your team. How consistent they are. Man na Salah na play every game. Van Dijk na play every game. Yeah. So hao wanafaa kwa sasa pale wako enjoy tu man.
Yeah,
It
I
means
think-
Merseyside for the first time is where the football is at.
Look at what he takes pride in.
Doesn't matter
Look
the
at what he
side,
takes
bro.
pride in.
Uko chini msee.
Haina noma.
Actually, Merseyside.
Haina noma.
Easy 1985.
Haina noma.
Easy 1985.
Haina
Wewe
noma.
tulia. Easy 1985.
Sasa waki-lockdown UK na kuna bash. Tunaingia pale tu.
Unajua, actually,
Everton mazee walishinda ligi teams zikiwa zinacheza formation ya 2-3-5.
Unajua one of the biggest
Haina noma.
unajua one of the biggest players ever to play for Man U, mother yake is Cows, bro. Siko mbaya lakini one of the biggest jibu tu semesio ile. Ametoka Liverpool. So kuna pia ma export. Unafaa tu kubali kazi. Merseyside pia.
Stivo.
Mimi sitaingia kwa picha yao.
The rule is a bit
Liverpool have been exceptional except at the Emirates.
Yeah.
But they've been exceptional.
Hivyo tena.
Hamjatuchapa huko since 20.
Aston Villa.
Anyway, hiyo ni yako, hiyo ni yako.
Kama unaongelea Emirates tunaongelea Park,
Unajua tutaanza kutaja Makasi Orende hapo uzimie. Taja. Ama Ismailia sana. Senegal imesaidia sana hii football. Anyway, personally I think as Ray said, for any aspiring footballer or football professional, the way Liverpool does their business from on the pitch to off the pitch, even the administration, the types of signings they've made. They brought in Firmino at a time when Firmino, we knew him at Hoffenheim as a number 10, as a goal-scoring number 10 with a lot of energy, but people were thinking, will he really cut it at this level? The first season he wasn't scoring, people didn't like him as much, but the role he plays in that team is phenomenal and everybody knows it. I was reading an article, Juicy Wijnaldum alikuwa anasema, when when Firmino was injured last season in Barcelona at the Camp Nou, Wijnaldum was the one who played false nine. Yeah. After the game, you went to the changing room and told Firmino, if this is how much you run per game, basi bro, na kuheshimu, hii ni kazi ngumu. It just shows the work ethic of the team. And I also like the way they are not afraid to blend in youth. Look at Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's the best right fullback right now technically in Europe. And the fact that they have a kid in the academy who can step in and play where Trent is playing with the same level of ease. It just shows you how the team is run, not only on the pitch, but also outside the management in the academy side. It's the real model for a good football team.
Imran, shower your praise.
Like I said, Liverpool, as in they've been exceptional this season, no doubt about that. I can't take away that from them. And one thing about Liverpool, as in it's very hard to pick a star player in Liverpool, as in someone who's overperformed, because the whole team, they've worked as a unit and they've overperformed. Like even when Henderson was named Football Writers Association Player of the Year, there was a lot of debate, but Pierre has played a good role, because that shows the level of competition in the team, because you don't know who to pick as a good player. If you look at their bench, as in guys like Lallana, wamekuwa come on, as in they've been a strong team. They've had cohesion, they've had a good manager, and like I said, as in they've channeled their energy after missing this the title last season by a single point. Or may use your energy and the pain to propel them this season. And I think they've won 31 games out of 37, which is something exceptional.
Papa, the take on Liverpool.
So me naweza sema kitu interesting yenye wase wajui. Mimi fan wa Everton, but I don't hate Liverpool. Actually, sina anything against them. I like competition. I think it's healthy. I hear a lot of guys say, "Oh, I can't wear a Man U shirt. I don't even get it. I don't even think half of you even understand where half of this rivalries come from." Me, I'm excited that Liverpool won the league because it means it had to push. That's the angle wase waone.
Itao push kufanya nini?
Push maze, improve performance yetu maze. Ni Man U mkocha, you'll never be as good as City, msha accept. Hiyo tunaombea. As guys maze, I'm happy because it means team yangu sasa tuko na owners wanataka do kwa team. Waki check next door. We don't have to go far for an example. We go to up. So I'm happy for them. I congratulate them. Now the fact that they did it after 30 years means it's anybody's game. Tukijipanga fiti.
Unaona sasa shida ya kushinda title la kutatu unachocha Everton.
Hiyo ndio last time kushinda title ilikuwa 1985 bana.
Lakini tulikuja karibu na ile ya Gravason. Lakini Gravason Real.
Unajua pia ile hybrid za ile
Hapo karibu mbao.
Library. Very silent.
Well, also we're going to talk about another team that has been exceptional, and that is the champions of the championship. Leeds United, after 16 years, Marcelo Bielsa has finally managed to get Leeds promoted. And I told you guys last time round when Leeds played in the Premier League, Arsenal won the Premiership. So next season for a chance, you have a chance.
Start zenye Arsenal utafuta kujipiga kifua.
Wanasikiza wanapiga wani memes.
Kuna wengine nilisikia Man United fan, but hiyo mimi nilibamba. Walikuwa wanasema Man U ni kama ile bike ya kusharpen kisu. Azinazunguka tu na kuna mali naenda.
Mungu jifunze kunyamaza.
But anyway, talk about Leeds.
Leeds team poa. Actually coach is of the top coaches Europe. Akofiti ametengeneza team poa, recruitment imekuwa poa as well. So it could deserved for them to get back into the Premier League. So sai job ni to get players pale kwa transfer window because I don't think your team yao itameka.
This weekend is going to be the last match day for the 2019-20 season in the English Premier League, and also the start date for next season, the 2021 season, has been announced September 12th, and it will run up until May 23rd if I'm not wrong. And so, guys, the top 4 battle is heating up. 3 teams can qualify for. 3 teams have the chance of qualifying for UEFA Champions League next season through the 3rd and 4th spots. So that is Chelsea, Man United, and Leicester City. Interesting. Manchester United are playing against Leicester, and Chelsea are playing against Wolves, who have to strengthen their hold in the Europa League spot. It's going to be a tight race. 90 minutes separates Manchester United and the UEFA Champions League. They need a draw. However, if they lose, they'll be out if Chelsea get a draw. In fact, Chelsea have qualified for Champions League.
No,
They need to win.
They need to win.
But
They
also
need to
a draw
win.
is good.
No, it's not.
A draw is good.
And it's good if Leicester
wins.
Leicester win or lose.
Yeah, if Leicester
Lose.
if Leicester lose,
a
draw is good. But
No, if either Leicester or Man United win, a draw is good for Chelsea.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
that-
need to win one of
So
the two.
if Chelsea just need a draw, then they'll be okay.
But looking for a draw isn't safe. If they lose to Wolves, then I think wanaweza kuwa nje.
Mm. But that big game between Manchester United and Leicester, King Power Stadium, man, it can go either way. If Man United go there to defend, I think they'll be beaten.
No.
I was listening to Ole's press conference yesterday, and he said, "We are not going to play for the draw. We are going there to dominate." And the same thing was said by Brendan Rodgers. He said, "We are also not necessarily scared of Manchester United. We are going to play our best game. We know we deserve to be the Champions League." So for me, what I anticipate is a very open game.
Okay.
I anticipate a very open game in which both teams will try and get the advantage really early.
To be honest, for me nafikiri Mani wanafaa win hiyo game. Yeah. Nakumbuka ile time Klopp alikam his first few years tulikuwa down. But the next year, the second year that he came, tulikuwa na game ya kushinda tunaingia Champions League. You have to win it because it's a last game. Yeah,
Arsenal had a chance also.
Yeah, so si tuliwin hiyo game to the Champions League. So I think for Manu ni wako hapo. They have to win kurudi hapo kwa.
Let's not also forget Man U still have the
Bracket.
Europa League option. Because they're still in the
like
Europa
in
League.
the
But
Europa
it's-
League is
but
a-
it's still risky because
Yeah.
there's still a lot of games to
team,
play.
I don't think they are happy with Europa League. If they have an opportunity
No, I'm
to
saying
win,
if they win the Europa League, they can still qualify. That's an option.
But
still
however,
there.
the teams that are playing in the Europa League are quite strong. Inter Milan is also there, remember?
Yeah. They can't risk. Of course, they should go for it on Sunday.
as a player,
But you also have to think that Leicester kind of don't have any other option. Leicester have more to lose than Man U because Man U have a backup plan.
Leicester have overachieved, let's not lie
Yeah,
to
but-
ourselves. But they're in a position where, hey guys, we have a shot at the UEFA Champions League. This is like the season they won the Premier League. They were like, hey guys, we can go for this thing.
Yeah, but
I
Man
can't
U-
believe he's there.
imagine kina Pogba going for this game. Is game ya coaching? Game ya mwisho si coaching. Hakuna. Ni Pogba kwenda pale kushow we are better than you guys in the Champions League. Tumechoka coach Champions League akina Bruno. Sasa tunataka kucheza. See about coaching. Kuna mambo Brendan Rodgers on Saturday. Saturday ni player.
So who do you think will qualify for UEFA Champions League?
Man U lazima win. That's what I think. Win or contend. Mimi na
For me, I feel nika Leicester wana pressure. Everybody is talking about these guys.
yeah,
But
Leicester
for me as a
will win
Leicester
this game.
player, actually sijui atakanda kwa hii squad next year, but this is it. Hii ndio game.
yeah, but Man U wasipopiga kama wewe ni ole hao si utakaa nao next season.
Yeah,
Hashtag
but
Ole out.
one thing about that game, I think ukiangalia history ya Leicester in the Premier League, ni Man U imekuwa ikiwalemea sana. Like they've picked the least amount of points from Man United, from all the teams in the Premier League. And Man United always finish strong. I think in the past 27 seasons, we've only lost like 3 games in the final day. So I think stats are on our side, but stats account for nothing.
That's what
Last
Leicester
year,
said
last year,
Yeah.
I'll never forget these people of stats. Huddersfield had 18. They beat them 2-0. That was the last game. So I hope they can finish like that this year. It would be really
Hiyo
good.
game nimekuwa ni player tu.
We had nothing to fight for last
It's
season.
all about motivation. It's all about
Ni
motivation.
player tu kama wapiga.
Yeah, and actually after the Spurs game, Rodgers alisema we've achieved. Whether to win the Europa ama Champions League, we've achieved
Yeah,
our target
But
for
now
the
you have a
season.
chance of qualifying.
I think Leicester wakiingia Europa League wako sawa pia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Man U,
achieve. Yeah. Man U wanafaa tu wachape.
their target was to get back to Europe, and definitely now they're back to Europe, Europa League, wako ndani. But if they want to get into the Champions League, lazima wachape Man U.
Mtu wangu
Alright.
Vardy akikunywa zile Red Bull.
But huyu Vardy,
It's a bad party.
Jamie Vardy.
Really wasi wachezi ball. Hata ile yenye alishinda season. It was a bad team.
Alright.
But amefunga his last 3.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay, guys.
yeah,
Now we want to pick the best 11 of the English Premier League season 1920. Guys, it's been a phenomenal season. We've seen guys step up. Kina Pereira, they really stepped up. Dean Henderson has been really exceptional. Nick Pope, and even Martinez has been good when called into action. And we decided on a first 11, and this is where the controversy in this episode is going to be. So, Jagol, we started with Alisson.
Yeah.
Just tell guys where we started. We picked Alisson.
Do I have to be there?
I can be there.
Alisson, okay.
Me, I didn't pick.
But they went to pick Alisson.
Yeah, mi nilichagua Alisson because maze option ilikuwa ni Ederson na De Gea. So I think si lazima
We gave Nick Pope and Henderson.
Kulikuwa na Henderson pia.
Henderson.
For me, Burnley wanachezaga na keeper na 10 defenders. So yeah, that's the reason that nasema Alisson.
All right. Number 2, it was contentious because I thought Pereira deserved it because of how he has improved. But guys,
Andreas ama ule Ricardo.
Ricardo. Again,
But
guys,
hajacheza since the restart.
yeah, but all season long he's been one of the.
Well, clearly
Pivotal
not
players.
because half the season was after the restart.
No.
Only 9 games.
Omse zirudi kesho.
All right. So You guys picked Trent. Ray?
Trent because of his consistency. Last year alikuwa na 12 assists. This year I think alikuwa na 13. Yeah, and akona more assists than some of the best players.
Na goals pia ameongeza.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I think he's the best for us. The best right back for this team. Trent.
In the centre back position, in fact, in the defence line, Imran said it should be the Liverpool defence. However, we picked another player to replace Gomez. Imran.
Yeah, I think Soyuncu, if you want to call him, whatever you want to call him, Kagla. I think he's been exceptional apart from the few recent games that he got a red card, made a few schoolboy errors. But he's been exceptional, partnering with Johnny Evans. I think kuna time walikuwa na concede the least amount of goals, but after restart, wamekuwa na free fall, which is sad and good for Man United because at least we have a shot at Champions League. Yeah, so I think Soyuncu is the best alternative centre-back, apart from the Liverpool back four.
All right, we went for 4-3-3. So number 6, we had a bit of an argument here. Steve was of the opinion we give it to our very own Wilfred Ndidi.
Yes.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, black. Okay. Performance. So Ray gave him this response.
Hatuwezi chukua Ndidi, lazima tuchukue. For me nafikiri we need a base. I'm thinking Henderson, then 2 number 8, Kovacic na De Bruyne. Those are the best options for us. Ndidi pale Leicester is not the most important player. So
interceptions, tackles.
No, Madison was the most important player.
For me, it's Chilwell, but we can have this argument later.
Yeah, when Madison isn't playing, your team might be. Ameumia, they can't win any games.
Anarudi kesho.
Yeah, so it's fine. So that's why.
Even better. Lack of match fitness.
Henderson, De Bruyne, Kovacic.
Henderson, De Bruyne, Kovacic. Yeah. A lot of debate there, but we were of the opinion we put Neves, but we settled for Kovacic because of just how important he was for Chelsea. When he's not there, Chelsea lose. Front 3. Let me go with Steve-O.
It's almost a no-brainer. They've been exceptional, but I'll start on this side, on the left, then the rest can take the others. Sadio Mane, African Player of the Year, Senegal captain, and a leader in that Liverpool team.
Akona Smiley Colgate ads pia.
Smiley Colgate ads, and also one of the most humble footballers you'll ever see on the earth. Personally, for me, he should have won the Ballon d'Or this year if it wasn't cancelled.
Lewandowski.
But that is another one. Lewandowski anafunga German farmers.
Ogutu, right side. Ogutu, right side.
Imran tulia tu.
Okay, on the right. I think 20 goals is exceptional for a player who plays outright. So bad.
Now, the number 9 position up front, tuligombana sana. But we settled for Danny Ings, and this is the reason why we settled for Danny Ings. Ray.
Ings hasn't been playing for a long time. Alikuwa Liverpool, but he was injured for a year. So coming back to Southampton, and Southampton when you walikuwa na problems at the beginning of the season. A mid-table team scoring 20 goals is the most important part of that team. So that's why tumeamua. Vardy pia special mention. He's been doing it for the last 5 years. So si tumeona tu Ings for us has had the better season because of it's the only season he's been playing now. Tango Burnley, which was I think 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, guys, also remember to give us your best 11 of the season. In the bench for us, we had what did we have, by the way? We had Vardy is in the bench, Gomez is in the bench, Pereira is in the bench, Nick Pope is in the bench, Madi is in the bench, and then with Ben Chilwell and who else?
7.
Those are 7, eh? Yeah, those are 7 players who will be picked for the bench. Well, remember to give us your thoughts on that first 11, and also if you think we omitted a crucial player in that best 11 of the season, make sure to comment in the comment section below. Man, it's the end of the podcast. Thank you very much. And till next weekend, bye-bye for now.